In 2022, I was making six figures at a job everyone told me was the smart move. 2 years later, working fewer hours, I made more, and it had nothing to do with hustle, passion, or quitting in some dramatic scene. It came down to one number my company never wanted me to notice: my pay band. Most people think leaving a job for more money means finding a better job. That's not what happened. What happened is, I found out the entire system I was in was mathematically designed to cap me, and once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. Here's fact one. Your salary isn't capped by your performance. It's capped by something Anne called a pay band, an internal range set by compensation software companies buy from firms like Radford or Mercer. Once you hit the top of your band, raises stop, not because you stopped delivering, because the software said so. I didn't know this existed until an HR friend told me over drinks. My merit increase wasn't tied to merit at all. It was tied to a spreadsheet with my job code on it. That was the first crack in the illusion. Fact two, if your comp includes stock, your raises might be an illusion. RSUs vest over 4 years. Every year you stay, you're not earning more. You're just unlocking a slice of stock you were already promised years ago. If the stock price is flat, so is your real growth. I checked my own numbers. My total comp increase on paper was 12% a year. My actual new money was under 3%. The rest was stock I already owned, just arriving late, like getting a birthday gift you bought yourself. Fact three, and this one changed everything. As an employee, nearly every dollar you earn gets taxed before you even touch it. As a business owner, you can pay yourself a reasonable salary and take the rest as distributions, which aren't hit with self-employment tax. Same work, different bucket, different math. This isn't a loophole, it's just how the tax code is written. But nobody explains it to you at a 9 to 5, because your employer has zero incentive to teach you how business owners get taxed differently than employees. Fact four, a solo 401k let me contribute as both employee and employer to myself. That pushed my retirement contributions far past what my old 401k allowed, even with a company match. I was saving more for retirement, working for myself, than I ever could, working for someone else. Nobody at my old job ever sat me down and modeled this out. Why would they? The system isn't hiding this from you maliciously. It's just not built to tell you the exit exists. Fact five, at a lot of big companies, your raise isn't just about your work. It's about a forced curve. A set percentage of employees have to land in the bottom tier no matter how the team actually performed. Your comp growth was never fully in your hands. It was in a distribution chart. I had a year where my whole team crushed our targets. Half of us still got meets expectations because someone had to. That's not a performance review, that's a quota. Fact six, deferred bonuses and cliff vesting stock aren't just perks. They're engineered around loss aversion. Companies know the fear of leaving money on the table feels worse than any opportunity waiting outside. That fear is the product. It's designed to keep you exactly where you are. Once I understood that the handcuffs were psychological, not financial, they stopped working on me. I ran the real numbers, and what I was leaving on the table was smaller than what I was leaving on the table by staying. Or fact seven, and almost nobody talks about this. Under Section 1202, if you hold qualifying small business stock for 5 years, you can exclude up to $10 million in capital gains from tax entirely. This exists in the actual tax code right now. Most people who quit their job never even hear the term. This one lever alone is why some people who start companies end up in a completely different tax universe than people who stay employees their whole career. It's not about working harder, it's about which set of rules you're playing under. Fact 8. Your employer subsidized health insurance hides your real pay. A chunk of your comp is invisible to you. When I went independent, I finally saw the real number, what my labor was actually worth. Once nothing was hidden inside a benefits package. So no, I didn't make more money because I took a risk or bet on myself. I made more money because I stopped operating inside a system engineered to cap, tax, and psychologically anchor me, and started operating in the one built for owners instead of employees. None of this means everyone should quit tomorrow. It means the version of this story you've heard, "Just follow your passion," was never the real reason people win. The real reason is structural, and structure can be learned before you ever hand in your notice. Subscribe if this shifted how you see your paycheck, because next week I'm breaking down the number your company hopes you never calculate.